Yes, good afternoon to one and all. Today we'll discuss about strings in PHP and how to embed this PHP in HTML and what are the functions in strings that we'll try to see or we'll try to discuss in this class. Right. So already in last class we have completed what are control statements, what are how to write the variables, what are printing functions means displaying methods or functions, how to declare the variables are completed, was completed, right? So next to continuation for that is string. Yes, I think everyone is known that the string is nothing but the collection of characters. So in variables, how to store the string means simply already we know that in PHP the variables are declared with the dollar sign. In that, if you want to store the string, just write the string in the double quotes, right? It means, so here we have that one example. See that $v equal to hello means dollar v means here dollar is the representation of variable or declaration of variable in PHP. V is the name of the variable. In that we are assigned the value hello. So it is the string. So you have to write that value of the string in the double quotes. Right. So if you want to assign only one character, simply write the character in the single quotes only. If you want to assign other than string and character, you can write simply directly the value after the is equal. Right. So see this here, $v is equal to what is there in this one? Hello. So hello, hello, it is nothing but a string. So because of it is we have some collection of characters. So collection of or group of or array of characters is called as the string. Already we have studied in that in C, C++ and Java. Similar to in PHP is also the string definition, right? So now in strings in PHP we have some predefined functions for handling the strings, right? So generally functions are two types. Already you know that. What are the two types of functions? User defined functions and predefined functions. User defined functions is nothing but the programmer defined functions. That function you have to define and you have to write the definition, but that your purpose only. So the programmer or user defined functions are known as user defined or programmer defined functions, right? So depends upon the requirement you can write that function, that is the user defined. And second type of functions are the predefined or built-in functions, the function which definition already returned in the compiler is known as the predefined. So ready-madely just you can send that information into that function, automatically you will get the definition, you will get that result, sorry, not the definition. Means that how to get that result when you are sending the information into that function means which definition is already returned in the compiler, ready-madely we are using. So I will give that example of built-in function. Suppose in calculator, simply you are pressing that buttons, buttons, you will get the result. Means that program is already returned in that calculator only. You are simply inputting, getting outputting. Same like that. For handling the strings in PHP, we have some predefined functions that we can use to get the results. The definition is already returned in that compiler, right? So that our functions are known as built-in functions. So not only the strings only having the built-in function, mathematical functions are there, text related functions, it means string related functions, so many types of functions are there. Like that, the strings will also have that predefined functions for handling that strings, right? Now first to see that strlen, right? So strlen $v, immediately here what is the value in $v, amma? Hello. So you will get automatically after executed this file. Means str means string, len means length. This function can be used to find how many number of characters are there in the given string, right? So here you are taken $v is equal to what value? Hello. So in that function you are written what is that strlen $v. So it substitutes the value in the place of $v is hello. So it counts that number of characters. So how many characters in hello? 5. So you will get that 5. So strlen function means string length function. This can be used to finding the how many number of characters are there in the given string. It returns a numeric value that depends upon that number of characters in that string, right? Yes. Next predefined function of string in PHP is trim, right? See this, the trim $v. So the trim function removes the either side of a string, removes the additional spaces. If you have either side of the string, that will be removes, right? So it removes, suppose $v hello. Suppose after O you are given space, some spaces. If you are passed the $v in trim, then you will get only hello. That what that you are given additional spaces after that one, no, that will be removed. So before or after the string, if you have any additional spaces, that will be removed. So that is the purpose of what is that? Trim. So finally, what I am telling here is the trim is the predefined method or function in PHP which can be used to remove the additional spaces either end of the either side of a string. It may be begin or end. Yes. Next third function PHP string function is $x is equal to, you are written here, see that str lower $v. So this function str lower means string, str to lower means string to lower. So if you have any capital letters in that string, that will be converted into small letters. Lower means small letters, upper means capital letters. So whatever the string you are passed into this str to lower method, that is converted into small letters that will be stored in $x. Then you will get after executed in $x value is just small hell. So already if you have small values in that, again you are passing into that function, it not be changes. So if you have any one capital letters or all capital letters, that will be converted. If you are not having any capital, simply it will be again you have in that new variable, right? See that second one. The another fourth string function in PHP is str to upper. Suppose str to upper is converts into small letters to capital letters, means it converts the function to use to convert the lowercase letters into uppercase letters. That's it. In this example, suppose you are written $x is equal str to upper $v. means in $v variable what you have small hello that will be converted into what is that capital hello. That's it. It is converted into what is that capital HELLO. So see on the screen $x is equal to your return str to upper $v. In $v all the letters are small letters that are converted into capital letters. So here you have in that screen HELLO means it is quite opposite of two lower. Two lower method converts the characters into lower. Two upper method converts the characters into two upper. That is the difference, two upper and two lower. Next see that str in $str you have one sentence means in one word. That example purpose you are taken ABCDEF. So simply that is the thing like that, it is a string. So in str variable what you have the word ABCDEF. So suppose $a is equal SUBSTR. SUBSTR means substring. SUB means sub, STR means string. You are written $str 3, 3. Right. So $str can be negative to start from right side. Right. Can be right. So what it returns? What it returns in $a means DEF only. Means it extract the some part of the string in that given string. That is use of SUBSTR. Right. So are you understanding here? SUBSTR is a method or function which can be extract some part of the string in the given string. Right. So how what it extracted, where it extracted. So up to end where it ends to stop the extraction, that you have to specify in SUBSTR function after the variable name 3, 3. It leaves the 3 and it extracted only the 3. First 3 indicates characters to copy starting from that 3. After 3 only. Right. See that. Okay, are you understanding? That is one. Source string is str. What it is there in str? ABCDEF. After that 3, 3 you are written. So from third character onwards total number of characters 3 are extracted. Suppose you are written, it means first 3 is the start position. Right. So it start position 0 index, that already you know that. So it is the starting position 3 character. So it means already you know that strings already starts from string is nothing but an array of character. So it starts from at 0th location now. So it means first character is at 0. Already you know that. That's why I'm not explained in detail about the string, because already you have some knowledge about the string, so that I'm not explaining in detail. So already you know that arrays always start from 0 location. String is also the array. It is also one type of array only, but character array, that's it. So it also starts from first character is at 0th location. So 0 is A, 1 is B, C is 2, B is at 1 position, C is at second position. Third position what is value? D. From that starting D, it extracts how many number of characters? 3. So DEF, then you will get the output in $a. Right. So are you understanding here? It's very simple method. SUBSTR is nothing substring method. Right. So substring, it it function can be used to extracting some part of the string, and in this method you have to specify where you want to start the extract and how many number of characters you can extract. That you can specify. First value indicating the starting position, in second value indicating the how many number of characters to copy or to extract. So that here suppose you are written here $str 2, 3, then you will get only. So what is the value from 2? See how many number of characters you are written? 3, 2, 3. means CDE only you will get. If you are written dollar str 2 comma 3, you will get output is CDE only, right? So that is use of what is that SUB str. It method can be used to extract the part of the string. So these are some, in PHP we have number of string related predefined methods, right? But in this only I was explained for example purpose some functions only, not only this function. Later we'll see that also what are the number of other string functions also, that we'll see, right? Yes, here okay. So okay, here it is also there now. So that we have another one function string strcap also, cmp, right? So after this we'll see that. Okay, one more function is there that I will explain. Another. So already we have completed how many number of functions? One is strlen, second is string, third is str2 lower, fourth is str2 upper, fifth is sub str, and sixth function see here strcmp. Str means string, cmp means comparison, right? So $a comma $b, right? So here suppose in $a you have hello, in $b you have hi, think like that. In $a you have some value hello, in $b suppose you have the value is hi. So what it returns? The strcmp, right? So it returns -1. It returns some integer value. It may be -1, 0 or 1. If or when it returns a -1 means if first string less than the second string. First string is having the value of numeric value is less than that second string value of numeric of the string, then you will get the -1. So -1, whenever you are getting that some value, it may be positive or negative value, you have to understood yourself the given two strings are not same. But when will you get negative -1 or 1 means, -1 means if the first string, the first value of the string is less than the second value of the string, then you will get the -1. So if first string greater than the second one, then you will get 1. So if both are same, you will get 0. So finally what I am telling here is strcmp method returns a numeric value. It may be -1, 0 or 1. So when it returns -1 means whenever the first string is less than the second, then you will get -1. If first string is greater than the second string value, then you will get 1. If both are the same values, means same strings, suppose $a is hello, $b is also hello, then you will get the 0. If $a is hello, $b is hi, you will get the first string is greater than the second one, no? You will get 1. So if you are having reverse, then you will get -1. So other than 0, if you are getting the value after executed this strcmp, you have to understood yourself the both the strings are not same, right? But one thing you may get an doubt in this one. Sir, suppose $a is having capital HELLO, $b is having small HELLO. What you will get means again you will get some numeric value, not the 0. Why? Because means capital HELLO is having some ASCII value, small HELLO will not have the same ASCII value of capital HELLO. So you will get other than 0, it may be minus or 1 or 1. That depends upon that ASCII. So if you have both the variables are either capital or small, then you will get the 0 because it is having same ASCII value. So you will get the 0. That you have to know here. I think you are understanding this, right? So that is very, very important in strings. Okay, na? Right. So Yes, another useful functions is also there in this one, right? Yes, these are that, what are that? String functions. Okay, yes, just a wait, just a minute. This is the sixth, what is that function of string is strcmp. Okay, so now this is the totally what, how many number of string functions are completed. One is strlen, trim, str2 upper, str2 lower, sub, strcmp. These are some of the string handling functions, right? Yes. Mm, Other useful functions, not the strings, other useful functions in this php are, so after this we will see that how to add this in html also. First we will finish these functions, other useful functions in php. Round, yes, it's round a number, it's not the strings related, and it is other functions, it's maybe mathematical related, right? It round function can be used to round the number. Means suppose in round $a is equal, suppose you have 6.8, then when you are passing this round $a or 6.8, then you will get the output is 7. If you are written, if you are having the value $a is 6.1, then it rounds the value is 6 only. So dollar means round method means it rounds the value, that's it. Is numeric, right? So this method is numeric will checks whether the value in this method is numeric or other than the numeric value. If it is the passing value in this method is numeric, then you will get the true. So if you are passing the value in the is numeric method other than the number, then you will get the false. Finally it returns a boolean value. So what boolean value it returns? Either true or false. That is also depends upon that passing value into this method, right? Is numeric $u is value is integer, then you will get true. So $u value, $v value is not u, no, v value is other than the integer, then you will get false, right? So next to rand $start comma $end, it's produces int or rand, right? It's generally can be used in this can be used for mathematical relate. Yes, so these are some other useful functions in where php, right? Yes. Okay. Just a minute. Right. Yes, I think these are what are that some functions in where php only, right? Yes. Okay, I think you are understanding this. Okay now, right? Yes, now see that yes, how to getting html form data, right? There are three ways to get from data in php. Yes, already you know that php is the excellent language for gathering information into the database. It's most useful language or most powerful language for gathering the information and storing that information into the database. The purpose mainly useful of this php. So that data you can gather, how to gather that information? Through form only. So whatever the data you are collected through form, that you can store in the database by using this php, right? So the php method can be used, the php language, most powerful use of this php language is to gathering the information through the forms, right? So how to gather that we'll see. There are three ways to get form data in php: global variables through post variable, third one is get variable. By using three variables you can gather that, or you can get that information from form, right? Simply suppose you are opening that, if you are filling a form, so after filling finally what you can press, submit. When you are submit, that what information you are written in that form is stored on the database. So that is the way to receiving the information now. So for that purpose, it's most useful, right? So how many ways? Three ways. Global variable, this is a bad way because of security problems. So maximum don't use this method, because of when you use this method you will get a security problems. So you will lose the secret of information. So that it is not the best way, it is not the useful way to gather the information through global variables. PHP creates a variable with a name matching the form field name in the source HTML. So don't use this one. Second method. So total how many methods? Three methods. No, the second method, post variable associative array prior to version 4, that is the version of PHP before 4.1 version. So in this we have two special variables, that is for before 4.1. So you can use this one variable, post variable, that is $HTTP post VRs. So 4.1 later versions you can use the another special variable for gathering the information is $post. So $HTTP post VRs variable can be used to gather the information or get the information from the form before the version of 4.1. After the version of PHP 4.1, we can use a one post variable, that is $post only. The third way to getting the information from form is get variable. Get variable is associated the same like as for post, but use get instead of post, just use the get. So here is given that example. So global means it's not that correct way. So simply use the directly HTML has filled the with name ABC, print $AB. So that the reason we can't use this one. Post here is given print $post ABC 4.1 and after 4.1, right? Yes, get print $get ABC 4.1 and after 4.1. That is, this is the example for gathering that information, right? So are you understanding this? So totally how many ways to store that information or to get the information means three ways. So it means there are three ways to get form data in PHP, that is global variables, post variables, get variables. Totally three methods are there to gathering the information from HTML to PHP into database, right? So that is global, post and get method. So here is given that example also how to print that information after getting that either global variable or post method or get method, right? Yes. So already I think this is already completed. Now this we have completed in this session. So what we have completed means, once again I will repeat that. So in next session we will take that another one new concept. It means user defined functions. Already I was told that, no? So there are two types of functions, user and predefined. Some predefined only we have in PHP. So many number of predefined not only these string functions, not only these one 6 or not 7, we have number of. So in mathematics also just we have discussed only 3. In mathematics related number of predefined functions are there, that we will discuss in later, right? So okay, so some are completed, and how to get that information. Two main concepts are completed in this session, that is some of string related, what is string, what are some string handling methods, and second in this session second topic is how to get that information from HTML forms to databases through PHP, right? Yes. Is there anything doubts in this one? You can ask in next session, right? So if you have if you want to take this, you can take that screenshots. Just I will give the time for 1 minute to taking these screenshots. String related functions. Yes, getting HTML form data. The example of HTML form data getting information is global variable post and get. Yes, this is also a string method, string predefined method comparing the strings. And it's not okay, this is the another other useful functions, three mathematical related functions. So not only these three, we have so many number of that we'll discuss in next, right? Yes, just a minute. Okay, yes, I will scrolling again. These are the printing. These are already completed in last session. This all the slides what I'm showing here is already we have completed in previous sessions. If you are not taken, you can take again this example, how to write the variables, how to assign the variables, how to print, what are the ways to print the message through PHP. If you want, you can see, you can take this, right? Okay, so now thank you. We'll continue in next session.